The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. With over 17,000 markets and extended trading hours, turn US earnings season volatility into opportunity. Get started at IG.com.
And the stock of the day is Lynas Rare Earths. This after shares rose on news that the U.S. Department of Defense, so the Pentagon, inked a deal with MP Materials, which is a U.S.-listed company, to build a new magnet plant and expand its rare earth capabilities. I spoke with a guest from the United States earlier today who said it was extraordinary the amount of investment the Pentagon made into a publicly listed company there. Well, here it has had a butterfly effect for the likes of Lynas. Lynas shares up by 18%, probably not hurting the situation, as we did have a broker upgrade coming through for Lynas as well. My guests to cover your stock of the day, Andrew Coleman from Team Invest and David Lane from Ord Minnett. Andrew, I'll start with you on Lynas. I know that rare earths aren't rare, but processing capabilities are, of which Lynas has, the capability.
Yeah, and now there's one very heavily funded new competitor, at which point I can't understand how the market has read this as good news. Look, maybe people know something I don't, but I would have thought having one of your competitors heavily funded in a jurisdiction that's just whacked or is talking about whacking massive tariffs on your major product cannot be good for volumes or price for you. So I am very puzzled at the jump in the market. Perhaps this is a case of the rising tide lifting all boats, but I don't see how this is good news for Lynas. Having said that, Lynas in general, yes, if you like the rare earths theme, it's one of the better players. But this is a market that is hugely volatile in a commodity business, which means the stability and the predictability is like throwing darts at a dartboard. So from my point of view and the Team Invest point of view, it would have been a sell before the price jump, and it's probably an even bigger sell after the price jump. Interesting.
Well, I'll put a little meat on the bones. Jefferies is saying that after that deal with the U.S. government and MP, what was the name of it again? MP Materials, that it signals a strong U.S. push for rare earth magnet independence, which we knew, lifting upside risk across the rare earth pricing complex. Lynas, Jefferies says, appears to be the next logical beneficiary of government market support. Yeah, I think it is interesting, Andrew, when you consider the threat of tariffs being placed on really anything coming into the United States. It's not as if any country is getting a blanket exemption. But, David, the U.S. is hungry for rare earths. So in some way, shape, or form, the market is reading it as being positive for Lynas going forward.
Yeah, they definitely are. I don't know that we're as positive, though, because, you're right that it is really a political move that effectively the US is trying to break China's stranglehold on rare earths and more particularly on magnets, because the important component of many electrical things and particularly as we move towards robotics is magnets are highly valued and very important. So the rare earths that go into that are a component of that. But the key concern I think that we've got, we had a hold on Lynas prior to this announcement. We think that the share price and the market is getting too excited because the supply of rare earths isn't an issue. What is the issue is the actual the magnet manufacturing facilities, and there aren't enough of those in the Western world. A lot of those are actually in China. So it takes a long time to build factories that actually produce the magnets, and there isn't enough supply of those. So we think that the market is probably getting a little bit ahead of itself. As I said, we had a hold on Lynas with a target price of $8.70 prior to this announcement. So with the share price jumping as much as it has today, I'd certainly at the very least be holding it and potentially even be tempted to look at taking a few profits at current prices.
Got it. Thank you. Lynas stock of the day. It is a sell from one of my guests and a take profits, borderline hold, from David Lane from Ord Minnett.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Turn volatility into opportunity this US earnings season with extended trading hours on over 110 key US shares. Get started at IG.com.